Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, people. It's your good friend Chad Marco here again with another episode of the Vampire playthrough. I don't even remember what the fuck I did last episode. What happened? What was last episode? I think last episode I defeated my... Hello. Okay. Ah, you bitch. Well, I'm off to a bad start. I don't like it when they touch me. They stink. I'm too strong to be getting touched by these losers. So I think last episode I defeated my sister in combat. I think that was the last episode, right? And then I think I came back to Whitechapel. Yeah, I defeated my sister. Then I went to Whitechapel to find some other characters that I hadn't talked to yet and whatnot. So I guess now I go ahead and go see Lady Assberry, and then I think after that we're on our way to the West End. So yeah, how you guys doing? I might talk to somebody before I leave though. I might, get a because I haven't spoken to. It's a couple people here I haven't really spoken to. So let's get acquainted with a character or two, and like I usually do in the beginning of an episode, and then I'll move on to the actual main quest. Get my water ready. Let me get my water ready. Let me get my water ready. Dead inside. I'm dead inside. Oh. Alright, hopefully this time I can just get rid of these guys. Nope, I fucked up. I gotta get my... as strong as I am, I have to make a challenge out of this. So it's always like... I'm trying not to get touched in combat. Like that. So I believe the way this game works is that when you kill enemies, you won't see them anymore until the next day. So, because I know in my playthrough where I'm trying to not kill anyone at all, I've been killing a lot of, scows and vampires just to level up slowly, right? And I noticed that, like, one day I cleaned out, like, every area. Like, there were no more enemies left to fight. I had to go to the next day, and then they repopulated. So you kill enemies, and they don't come back until the next day.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mystery?
Fuck no.
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
Oh, I lost a hint just by giving her that first. Oh, shit, you lose 2 hints. Yeah, I think you have to give the scarf to Darby, and that's how you get that hint. If you give it to her, you lose the hint. Obviously, you want to give it to her because it belongs to her, but
how are the conditions?
You know how this game is.
When I think about all the people who died trying to reach England, it seems we escaped a war just to die on foreign shores, hated by all.
Goodbye, man.
Well, it's gonna be hard to get to know her now. Let's talk to this colored man.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
Hey.
If no one stops it, this epidemic could turn into a scourge. It may kill more people than the war itself.
Yes, this is another kind of war, but just as deadly. History will judge us all for what we did and what we did not.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
Yeah.
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple...
I'm more than convinced.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
It's vampires,
Christina
dude.
Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Women can vote. When the fuck did this happen?
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed because I just realized, okay, alright, so he's the only black guy here, right? And here, Milton was the only black guy. And here, Rodney was the only black guy. But I noticed that they all have the same voice actor. I mean, look, I get it. You know, this game was made on a budget. But come on, dude. Like, every black person does not have to have the same voice actor. Come the fuck on. I don't think there's anyone black in the West End other than her. And she's like questionably black. But yeah, man, it's like, come on, dude. Like, why couldn't y'all shovel out a little like, y'all couldn't get a crackhead off the street to do the voice of Milton? Like, it had to be, or fucking Rodney. Come on, dude. I hate that same voice shit, bro, because that's what made me fall out of love with dubs. It's even worse than like Oblivion. Ugh, that was the worst of the worst.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Well, there's definitely some tension between he and I.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
That's kind of creepy.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand.
Whoa.
This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time talker.
Damn, what?
The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
Whoa.
How come I'm still here while Joseph Larrabee is dead there?
What are you talking about?
The vicar of St. Mary's Church has been found dead on a grave. God clearly chose me, Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
I am the answer.
I did that.
I carry the fire.
Oh, man. Dude, the amazing atheist has nothing on Jonathan. Jonathan just roasted. He just roasted this damn dude. You butcher.
Tell me the reason why you despise Joseph Larrabee so much, Tobias.
Probably because he's
A
soft.
faithless shepherd is the worst criminal, for he leads his flock to the abyss by disregarding the right path. God smote this man, for he doubted.
I only met him briefly.
And killed him.
He seemed a dedicated
Quickly.
man who tried to provide guidance.
Do you not believe in punishment, my son? I am not talking about the law of men. I am talking about judgment from heaven.
God won't ever be my Lord. I'm sorry, that's just God. That's like some like 14-year-old atheist shit, yo. We are our own judges. I believe in science. I can roll with that.
I believe in the logical and factual organization of everything in the universe. God, if he exists, is just a principle waiting to be discovered.
Armageddon is upon us, Dr. Reed. The final battle where every soul will be weighed. I'm afraid yours will burn for a long time.
How long? Do you know exactly?
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Oh, I got a new quest there. Well, obviously we don't see eye to eye. You know, Jonathan being
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Jonathan being a worldly scientific man of mind and medicine, and him being a devout whatever the fuck, I'm guessing Christian or whatever. You know, I'm not a religious person. Oh God, that's the dude.
Maybe it's time to see if this...
I've been looking for him.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Yeah, this guy is a greedy bastard. If you haven't realized, and oh God, he better watch what he says to me, because he is easy pickings right now.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Oh boy.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Okay, so yeah, what about her?
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Yeah, he's got that was good. I give him that. Hold up, you sure?
Have you heard any...
Not really.
I need a hint from him. I see.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, it would be on my terms and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr. Bates.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, save lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamburgh shit.
You know, I gotta be honest, man. I wish they had an option to where you could say, yeah, man, sure. Like, you know, why not start trapping out this bitch? Shit, look at him. Like, this dude look like he be trapping anyway. I can be like the guy that has access to the fucking inventory at the hospital. I bring you the codeine and the morphine and the opiums and shit. And you slaying that, give me the cut. Man, I wish.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
Yeah, he does look very healthy.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we begin to understand
In other words,
what his thing
take
is.
advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
I know.
Tell me, what's
Still
your
fucked up,
honest
though. I
opinion
wouldn't do
of
that.
Increasing violence in London.
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare.
Huh.
Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. Made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
I wish I had only found you later.
Sir, I wish I had found you a few nights later than I did. Or maybe never at all. Death would have been a well-deserved punishment for your villainy.
Yeah, but you saved me, didn't you? And you'd do it again, because you're a decent chap. Just know I'm not.
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
Oh boy, motherfucker. You a button press away from being dead in the motherfucking street and you don't even know it. But you know what?
Conditions in Whitechapel at present.
The way this
I ain't
city's
gonna do it.
spreading, I don't think there'll be enough new bloods to replace those tenants I'm losing from this bloody thing.
Let's see, is that everything? I got everything. There's one more hint though. Probably like a letter I gotta find.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
But you know what? I gotta be honest. Like, I don't hate the dude. He's a scumbag. Like, his whole thing. So he's a landlord, and what he's been doing is he's raised the prices. Well, for one, he's kind of a racist. He hates the immigrants, and he doesn't trust them. And another thing he's been doing since he's a landlord, he's been raising the prices of the housing or apartments or whatever for the immigrants. And if they can't pay, then he lets the women, the females, pay with their bodies. So he's been accepting sex in exchange for allowing some of the women to keep their homes or their places of living, whatever. I don't know if he's on houses or apartments or whatever, but that's what he's been doing. So that's what kind of makes him that's what makes him morally reprehensible. And if you're basing who you kill and who you won't kill off of who's an asshole and who's not, he's definitely up there. He's definitely on the list of certified assholes in the game. I mean, that's some scummy shit, dude. using your position of power as the landlord to raise the prices, and then having sex with the women, or forcing the women who can't pay to have sex with you. That's some scumbag shit. But you know, I gotta be honest though, like I kind of like the dude, like his optimistic, positive attitude, and he's so straightforward about it. Like I don't know, it's fucked up, but you know, I could kill him, I might not. Like he's on the maybe list for me. That is fucked up, but even myself though, like I'm like, hold up. Oh, that was good. I gotta watch out for my ammo. But I've never played in such a sloppy way. I gotta say, this is the first time I really played like just this way, like really without much rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of going with the flow. The first time I played it, I made all my decisions based off of like what I felt like I would do. So in the end, I didn't kill a lot of people when I played the game the first time. When I played the game the first time, like, well, I got the people here I can show. Like, I killed these two because they were in the Wet Boot Boys gang, which means they were terrorizing people. I killed Seymour because he was a serial killer. Let me see. I killed Clay Cox because he's a member of the Wet Boot Boys and he's an all-around degenerate asshole. And I killed Joe because he's a member of the Wet Boot Boys, and so he's bullying people and he's an asshole. I never found Bates. If I did, I would have killed him too. He's an asshole too. But out of these 3 districts, that's all I killed because I was basing who I would kill like off of who really pissed me off and who I felt at least somewhat justified in killing, you know. And the second time I played it, I was an absolute beast, just a monster. My goal was to kill and destroy everything, and that's what I did. I wanted to be supremely overpowered and all that. And I got another run where I'm killing nobody, like I'm not killing any citizens, but I haven't finished that one yet. But I'm close to the end. And this is my playthrough run where I'm just kind of just doing whatever I want. Like not trying to be bad, not trying to be perfectly good, and not basing it on like my own preferences like to the T. But like it's kind of strange because like I feel like I don't really have an identity, you know, because I'm not really playing it with a purpose. So as I'm sitting there berating Bates about, you know, fucking his tenants, I feel like kind of a hypocrite because I'm out here like killing motherfuckers just like sometimes without even good reason. I mean, you saw what I did to the docs. But in a way, the docs was kind of like a mercy killing because they were gonna die anyway, and I didn't want all that. Whoa, can he break that? Can he can't break the barrels. Oh, he can. Whoa, yeah. So man, you gotta learn how to not eat during battle. You're not me. I thought he couldn't break these barrels. He proved me wrong. Ah, it's so easy now. It's so easy. What's this? Oh shit. Oh, it's a hatchet. I thought it was like a whole axe or something. I was like, when did they add that to the game? But yeah, I just feel like I don't have an identity now. because I'm not playing like, I'm not role playing, you know, as, oh, I'm the evil vampire out for power, or I'm trying to be perfectly good. I'm a vampire, but I refuse to kill anyone, even the assholes. And I'm not like, well, I'm Chad Marco making the decisions that oh, who the fuck? Making the decisions that Chad Marco would. But it's okay. I knew for this playthrough it would be a little weird, because this is my YouTube playthrough, so I'm just kind of taking it easy. You know, I want to be able to get through it relatively easily. So I knew I would, you know, embrace a good amount of citizens, but I'm not gonna go crazy either. Cause, you know, I want the viewers, all 5 of you, to get, you know, a good picture of the game. That's why I'm taking time to, you know, talk to the characters, do some of their side quests, and, you know, reveal their secrets and their stories and whatnot. Oh, a real vampire. My claws are powerful. Definitely like my strongest move. I'm supposed to go to the West End, but I want to do... Oh, hello. Ow. You bastard. Don't make me pull the claws out.
Steady, boys. We've got one of them here. Over there. There's one of them vermin.
You cut me, man. Da, 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 da. So I want to do this little side quest real quick, where you find Tobias's, that preacher. He has his crusader out here, and he's not doing so well, to say the least. But yeah, I was gonna say I'm not a religious person, but I'm not a, you know, I wouldn't say I'm an atheist either. Like, I just don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, think about it, man. Like, if you believe in God, then you believe that you know, like, where the universe came from and all this other shit. Like, God, man. I'm not trying to discredit anyone's belief, but that's fucking major. You know? Like, I know the most important secrets of the universe, and it's all in this book. I mean, that's just too heavy for me. All I know is I know nothing.
Carnage.
That's my
Is
philosophy.
Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder.
Oh, wow.
This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker.
A docker? What the hell's a docker?
Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Oh, okay. Ooh, Scooby-Doo time. I don't get to make use of my vampiric senses very often, but it's pleasant when I do.
As I feared.
Yep.
Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Yep. He got transformed into a... Whoa. He got transformed into a scowl. And then killed by me. Alright, so the letter I just picked up from Samuel reveals a hint about Tobias, the preacher. Oh, hold up. Look at this dude. I mean, what the hell is wrong with these guys? But yeah, that letter reveals a hint about Tobias. It turns out that him and his disciple have been going around setting like people on fire. Like they've been finding sick people or like sinners or whatever and setting them on fire to cleanse them and to cleanse London or whatever. That's his big secret. Yeah, I think I killed him too when I when I played the game the first time, because that's downright evil.
It's locked.
You know, that whole let me kill people in the name of God shit. Oh hell no, like I'm not buying that bullshit. You straight up evil. So I killed him. I've got the exact details, but I'll confront him about it. But from what I remember, they've been going around to like sick people and sinners and like setting them on fire. Like, so when he said cleansing fire, he literally meant that shit. He meant that literally. They've been going around setting motherfuckers on fire.
I cannot enter.
And his little disciple there, Samuel, just ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time and got killed. It's kind of funny. The preacher is one of the few people. He's one of the few citizens in the game that you could really justify killing. You know, my mentality when I first played this was like, I really wanted to protect the citizens and the characters and keep them healthy, but also that meant in my mind that I have to kill the citizens who are a threat to the other citizens. You know, that's why I didn't mind killing characters like Clay. But yeah, that's why I didn't mind killing characters like Clay, who was an absolute degenerate asshole, or Joe, who was a bully, or Edwina and Darby, who were gang banging killers. You know, because I felt like they were a threat to my friends, you know, the people I got to know and actually liked. So that's how I looked at it. Watch this. Boom. You gotta watch that. If you stay too close to him, you get caught in that explosion. And yeah, you get aggravated damage. You'll receive aggravated damage. Which heals, which doesn't automatically heal, and heals a lot slower when you use your autophagy ability. You're mine. All mine. To love, to hold, to cherish, to drain of blood, to use to kill other scows, your brothers, your sisters. So let's go to the West End, shall we? Whoa, damn, I got caught in the corner there. Wow. Haha, too slow. Oh shit. I wasted that. Shot him between the nose. I'm just assuming it went between the nose. There's a lot of enemies out here, man. They're rolling deep. What's y'all up to? You know, I think, what was it, the last episode, or maybe the episode before last, I was talking about vampire games. I cannot believe that I forgot to mention Vampire the Masquerade. Oh my god. Well, the second one. The first one is but the second Vampire the Masquerade game, what was it? I forgot what it was called. I don't know, fuck it. But man, one of my favorite games of all time. I had such a blast playing that game. Just talking about it, I want to play it again. I love that game so much. Oh shit, we got a whole war out here. I'll help you out. I'll help you out, man. Just don't attack me. Man, you guys have fun. Man, I keep wasting blood. No way. Try something. Damn, I killed him before he could even ash dash. Dead. Oh crap. Oh shit, why does that drain so much? I don't know. Fuck it. I froze you. Oh! So much fun. And take all their shit. Give me that. Give it up, boy. But yeah, man, Vampire the Masquerade.
He's dead. We have to.
I really love games like that where you can approach the missions or the objectives with different strategies and shit. Like you could be stealth, you could be straightforward and just start straight slicing motherfuckers up. They had melee weapons, they had guns, different classes of vampires, and they had different powers and abilities.
He's dead.
Ooh, shit.
Filthy piece of shit.
I think I used the what is it called? I think it's the Gangrel class of vampire, the one that was like had like the like some type of like wolf power or something, or like they were like beasts. They were like part beast or something. I forgot exactly what the hell it was, but and I just love games where you have like so much choice, you know, and like I said, just the freedom to approach different, objectives in the way that you want, you know. Man, these streets are just deep with enemies. I gotta go. Oh, my dad is here. Hey, father.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you now!
The land calls.
I dismiss you.
All and everyone needs you.
Silence.
Well, you know, it's got to be pretty.
Tired of all these puppet shows.
Yeah. It's got to be pretty obvious now, but that's the being that turned me into a vampire. That's why Jonathan is so upset at him, because he's like, you turned me into a vampire, which led me to kill Mary. You're responsible for her death. I hate you, Dad. Not his biological father, but his, you know, the being that, you know, turned him to a vampire. So his vampire dad.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this punishment.
So at this point in the game, tensions between the vampires and the Guard of Prewind are escalating rapidly. That's why you see all these battles in the street now.
Christ, he's dead!
Because the Guard of Prewind. Oh shit! Oh, you want to fight me? You better get the fuck back. I was about to let y'all shoot the one. You fucked that up. Oh, you know you better stop. You ought to know better. You ought to know better. You ain't even got a chance. But yeah, the Guard of Prewind, they've stepped up their patrols, and they're actively hunting like any vampire that they can right now, because they've got it in their heads that the vampires are responsible for the pandemic that's going around. And you know,
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
yeah, this is Lady Assberry's house. And yeah, like they kind of are on the right track. Oh man. Well, this will be like a whole minute. What are you guys thinking about? Oh boy. Almost. We're halfway there. There we go. There we go. So this is Assberry's mansion. Knocking on my girl door.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
Yes, we
hope
do.
I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
Yeah?
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Stop calling me that.
Please excuse
I'm a
my
grown-ass
language.
man.
I tend to tease my friends.
And a young Ekon.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself.
Oh boy.
How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
Yeah, she's been like a mentor.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I.
That's an
For
understatement.
now, please follow me, Jonathan.
Follow me to my bedroom.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
So we're gonna throw this shit up later. Wow, just smell it and put it down. Wow.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
I don't want to smell tea.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Oh, wow.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
Will they fight the guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Oh, yeah, I did, huh?
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
So basically, I gotta be their bitch.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you would.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have
Seriously.
much to do here.
I don't want to get killed by
There is a
some
question
damn
I must ask.
Prewen dogs.
Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice.
Want to smell some tea?
I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations.
No girls allowed, huh? Just like my Discord.
Jonathan,
It's for the best.
promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon.
Yeah, you got a heart.
We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
What a touching scene. Too bad I look like a demon. I look like I have no heart, soul left. Man. You know, I give them credit for that though. Like, it doesn't seem, it might not seem that way entirely because I haven't talked to her as much as you normally would. Just playing the game normally, because you can just run into her in the hospital and have these conversations with her and whatnot. Like, you do have like more like dialogue with her, more than I have felt like activating or engaging in with her. But that moment where she reveals her feelings for him, I felt like that was pretty good the way they did it. Like, because Jonathan is lost in this world in a way, because now he's just sort of plunged into this world of vampires. He doesn't know who to trust, and you know, he's paranoid. But the one thing he can do is use his senses to read people's feelings and heart. And she told him to do that on her. And
So,
shut the fuck
time
up.
to visit the Ascalon Club.
Yeah. But yeah, she told him to do that on her, and he could feel her feelings for him. He could sense that she had a romantic attraction towards him. And that's the moment that really just brought them closer together. And I just thought that was really well done. Whoa, whoa.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Oh, you mother... Hell no. I mean, because normally romance in video games are not handled very eloquently, you know? And I feel like the lead up to that moment is pretty good. Like, when you have all the conversations with her, and then she finally reveals her heart to you, and you can sense the love that she feels for you, and it's a moment of honesty and truth in a world of deceit and lies and confusion. That was awesome. So it turns out that the leader of the Ascalon Club has recognized me as a powerful vampire and a potential ally. You know, he found out that I defeated Fergal, you know, his loyal general. Hold up. Kill these assholes. If you don't, what the fuck? Oh, that was cool. Give me your blood. I know I'm very fast.
Die, vermin!
I just gotta kill everybody, man. I'm pissed. That's better. But yeah, they recognize my power because I defeated Fergal. And not only that, they know that I turned my sister into a vampire, and she turned into a very powerful vampire as a result of, you know, me being the one that turned her into it. So they basically the fuck. But yeah, basically they're starting to recognize that, you know, I'm on my way to becoming a very powerful vampire, and they want to make me an ally and get me to join their little butt club. Look, it's Fergal's cousin. Yeah, so like I said earlier, usually the bosses will become like normal enemies. So that's not Fergal, but that's a vampire of the same clan as Fergal. Well, the same type of vampire. You know, the giant brute melee vampire, much like Fergal. Just not as strong.
This is...
Oh, I should have drained him of his blood. One thing I will say though, they kind of missed an opportunity because, you know, you fight the beast for the first time, then it becomes a common enemy. You defeat the Blinker Scowl, he becomes a common enemy. You defeat Fergal, and that type of vampire becomes a common enemy. But that, like, the real vampires, like the vampires in suits and shit, it didn't really happen that way. They just started just appearing out of nowhere. I just feel like they should have had a boss battle where you fought one of the, you know, normal male vampires that you'll run into every now and then. I don't know. Maybe they felt like the fight with Mary counted as that, but I really wouldn't say that because she's in a league of her own. Like, her attack patterns. She's a female. You know, you don't really run into many female, like different female enemies in this game other than the female Scowls who have those that disease ability, you know, the fucking green and yellow bow that they. Speaking of the female Scowls, yeah, they're called ill-formed dazzle Scowls. Oh yeah, that vampire over there is getting killed. Now that's teamwork. Don't worry, vampire, my fellow vampire friend. I will avenge you. Even though we probably would have fought.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Yeah. Even though he probably would have fought me if we ran into each other. You kill one of my own. So I'll kill the both of you. You won't send me anywhere. He said, I'll send you to hell. Now, what would have been a good comeback to that? Like, you first. I'll see you there. Why don't you take the lead? And I'll follow. Probably. Hell doesn't sound like such a good place, to be honest. In fact, you can go alone. I gotta get to the fucking West End. This is Whitechapel. Yeah, I need to use my map. Yeah, man. You know how we are about maps, man.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Yeah, this is Jonathan's hood. This is where I'm from. Damn. I hear a vampire. Suffer. Didn't die. I don't know. These guys are getting pretty tough though. But I am in the West End. I'm not just running through them like I was the previous episode. I think I've made it. The West End. Now this is the bougie area.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
It's funny that like you get to the West End, the rich area, and the first thing you run into is a fucking feminist.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Assberry. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent
You
young
bitch.
icons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
So this is the daughter, well, the adopted daughter of Lady Assberry.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Assberry is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Assberry?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
She's a pretty bright girl, I gotta say.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yep.
Yes, I was born a few...
This is my block, my
A small
hood.
world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time?
Damn.
You could have met her in a dark alley at night.
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Assberry never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Are you?
Is there something that...
Nah, that's just my
Too much
eyes.
selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I ask the same question
Yeah, it's fucking
everyone
dangerous
who dares
around
to go
here.
outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Isn't it?
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She's kind of a rebel.
My best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires.
You just called them vampires.
She might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch.
Top
Tell you where
notch.
she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Emily is missing. New investigation.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister.
Damn, she's telling all my
Mother
business.
says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Well,
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so... alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
I hope so. I like her.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
I'll talk to her again later. So yeah, that's Lady Assberry's adopted daughter. Very bright, strong-willed young girl. I gotta be honest though, man. If I had a choice between Lady Assberry or her daughter, let's just say Dr. Reed likes some young. I mean, Lady Assberry's got to be like, what, 200, 250, something like that? You know how vampires, you know how they get down. Oh, a hint for Clarence. I haven't even talked to him yet. I don't know, I got about 12 minutes left before I... 12 minutes before I end the episode. Should I just go ahead to the Ascalon Club? You know what? I'm going to... Let me look at this real quick. Oh, he's sick. Oh, God. I don't want to do anything too heavy. I only got like 10 minutes left. I'll look at his shop real quick.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Do you need medical help?
You would save my life, Dr. Reed. I have not felt so bad in many years.
Don't worry. There is nothing serious to fear. I have seen far worse, I can assure you.
I cannot imagine the pain these people must face, then. You have my gratitude, Doctor. this disease has ruined my appetite.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Your goods? What does he have? He got some good shit, I guess. I'm falling. I don't know, let's just buy it, man. Who gives a fuck? I bet I got a bunch of shit to sell too. Yeah, Martin's trinkets. Let's sell the pills. Oh, fuck. Got a bunch of these. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go to my house and go to my workbench. Oh yeah, that's my butler. I'll talk to him later. What's this? Old letter? Some shit. Oh, a hint from my butler. So this is Jonathan's house. He grew up in the rich neighborhood. His dad, his mom, and his sister. And his butler, Avery. I'm assuming he had a pretty good life. Up until, you know, the war and the pandemic and the vampirism. Don't try to talk to me, bro. I got shit to do. It ain't happening, dog. I ain't got time to talk to you. Alright. Check this shit out. I got a lot of bullets, yo. It seemed like I don't get a lot of bullets, usually, when I play this game for some reason. Small key. I wonder what that's for. Maybe my mother's room? I don't know. Let's go to the workbench, see what's up. Okay, so... Okay. Finally make one of them. I don't really use the serums. There's no need to when you're playing like I am. I don't really have to worry about getting killed for the most part. Oh yeah, I can upgrade my mace finally. Really start knocking some motherfuckers senseless. Oh yeah, I'm in there now. I think I'm gonna take the stun off because the stun hasn't really been doing much for me. Like, cause I'm so strong, I kill him before I can even stun him. Honestly. So I might as well just go for like raw power, right? I need 3 more good handle parts so I can upgrade it again. What about the shotgun? Is that ready? Yep. It's good to go. Let's go for... Oh, I don't have enough rivets. Fucking great. Joe semi-automatic pistol. I think I'm good on that. Should I upgrade the Barker all the way? 184. What's this? 189. But if I go for full firepower, could make it even stronger. So what? The Barker is 199 and the Tom's revolver is 189. So the choice is obvious. Switch to the Barker there. Of course, keep these. All right, that's good. Who's sick? Anybody sick? Because I want to advance the day. Whoa. I always forget about those poor souls. Well, we got some sick people here. I could heal them. I don't know. I guess I won't rest just yet. Till I get everybody looking healthy. Who was that? Oh, I see. How you doing? I know. I'm very, very strong. Well, I guess I might as well just talk to my butler before I call it a day. I got about 5 minutes left, so. Oh, I think this is my father's room.
I remember Sunday walks in the pub.
So that's a like a scavenger hunt left by my dad. It's like a side quest, but I don't think I've ever completed it. And I don't think I ever will. You know how fucking scavenger hunt missions go, man. Ugh.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes.
Yep.
Oh, you have come back too late, sir. Far too late.
I know, Avery. I know about Mary and my mother.
I'm so sorry. It was my duty to watch over her. She left the house in the middle of the night. The police said...
It's all right, Avery.
The police said her body was found near your sister's grave in Whitechapel. You're the master of the house now. I'd understand if you fired me, sir.
Why would I do that?
Do you need medical attention, Avery?
I won't refuse, sir. I don't feel that good these days.
Here is your prescription. You'll feel better soon enough.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir. But your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
I was there.
Present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
I know, I'm the man.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
How was life in this house while I was away?
It was sad, sir. Miss Mary moved here in July after she lost her baby and husband. So I stayed to serve both her and your mother.
How was my mother?
Miss Reed was very frail. After Miss Mary was found dead, your mother started talking to herself. She said she was speaking to the dead. She even said that she had seen you.
How was Mary?
Miss Mary went out looking for you every night after you had written to say that you were coming back. She was sure you were alive. She'll never know she was right.
What are the arrangements for my mother's funeral?
There will be no funeral, sir. No ceremony whatsoever, because of the sanitary situation.
Where is her body, then?
I'm afraid your mother's body was moved to a mass grave somewhere. I have no other information. Civil service is paralyzed, sir. London is crumbling down.
Man, it's funny how the situation is kind of similar to what we're going through as far as like the pandemic and the disease and, you know, people having to quarantine and certain things we just can't do, even something like a funeral. It's like, ugh, like stuff like that isn't even like you gotta plan it in a totally different way because you don't want disease to spread.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
Yeah.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
I got you, my friend. And now that... Oh, man, that's tempting. 4,000 and I'm only one away. Oh, man, that's really tempting. I'll talk to him some more later. Wow, that's tempting.
Thank you, Avery. We'll talk later.
4,000?
Your bedroom is ready as always. Good night, sir.
Oh, man. But, you know, I'm having a change of heart. You know, all this slaughter, all this death. I'm just... You know, I'm thinking about, you know, just living a good life. Stop killing motherfuckers as much. Oh, man. Is there really anybody else that I really want to kill? Let me just think about it. Before I end the episode, let me just go over real quick. So, I haven't met everybody in the West End yet. So, I can't get a good picture of who I want to kill and who I don't. But here, definitely Tobias Whitaker. He's definitely dying. He's on the chopping block. Bates, he can get it. He can get it. It's possible. And over here, maybe Dr. Aykroyd, because he's a dickhead. But that's about it, really, as far as like, I guess it's Dr. Aykroyd, Father Whitaker, Bates. And let me just see. Anybody I remember being an asshole here? Who the fuck is that? Oh yeah, I remember that bitch. Damn. Yeah. That might be about it, honestly. Shit. Maybe this motherfucker. Alright, so that's the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will return. So stay safe and stay beautiful. Jana.